Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, and the house has been built by guys from Boomer to Dig. Home to the Maryland Terrapins, where the fans are eager to welcome visitors into the shell. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Terrapins will boot it away to start the game. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So Michigan's offense will start this game off. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on him.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
Buys a little extra time, trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him that loss a week ago. Called on just once. And the punt team gets down there. Third man on the ground. So Maryland's offense will have its first possession of the game. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties had it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball, to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking this safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because this safety is a different breed.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Bettis. He finds his man. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Terrapins getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Maryland!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He wants to throw it. They're setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
I know that wasn't a long game, but I tell you what, when I'm a defense, there's so much motion that goes into it. And now I know you're going to hand the ball to the wide receiver and things you can do off of it. But you see, he chews up yardage really quickly, gets an easy game. That was an effortless game. And a lot of times running backs, it's a lot harder to manufacture that kind of offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. They want to run it left here. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to pass, it's Bettis. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Complete downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Terrapins are marching down the field. They'll try the run. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Here's the handoff. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
He looks that one in nicely. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man downfield. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Burns. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
Neutrals on defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Tough to give up those penalty yards in that situation. Now it's just 3rd and 6. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Kentucky was able to come away with the win, as they have in Lexington so many times before, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Got his man! They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Wolverines will hustle to the line.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to throw, it's Bettis. Quickly complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He's going to take off. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
This is a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
Burns their third and final timeout of the half. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Makes a move. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drop.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he'll move it in inside the 20. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic. And he...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the...
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Bettis. Looking to scramble. Fires on the move. It's complete. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Maryland! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up for the PAT.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Looking to move it through the air. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Going up top on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. One more snap coming before halftime. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Looking for the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
With the catch, it's Thorne. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the comeback is on. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to get back in this ballgame.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Tulane delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in New Orleans. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the American. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Bettis. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Grab near the sticks. It's Bloomberg. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator. It's a lot of DCs. They focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Terrapins are on the move. They'll give it to the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Terrapins! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking for a crease, it's Charles. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On second down, he'll fire. Makes the catch and he's brought down. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on third. Got his man in the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Charles. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Using the quick game. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now the play fake. He's got the tight end. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. With the run on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And here they come almost all the way back. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Dropping back, it's Bettis. He lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
Good news is they didn't lose a ton of yards. The bad news is that's the 3rd sack they've given up now in this game. They have got to do a better job protecting this quarterback.
They'll run play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Fires to the big fella. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Back to throw, it's Bettis. Looking deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Back to the air one more time. Throws for the tight end. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Maryland! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
He'll bring it out. It's Charles. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. First down here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. 30 short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes a catch on the left. Touchdown Wolverines. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He holds it in and nobody's close. Touchdown Terrapins! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
First down for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man quickly. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now on first down from the 28. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires downfield. And he intercepts it. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. The give as they work on that clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the 4th. They're trying to get to it. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Coming after him. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He makes the catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. To the air, it's Bettis. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incomplete.
He's going to throw deep right side. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort,